feel being back, full go? I know you were practicing before, but and with this coaching staff, everything's new and fresh.
Hmm.
What's it like?
It's been a minute. It's a blessing to be back, Blessed to be in the field. So it's whenever a doctor tells you you can't play football and you get back, it's definitely a blessing. So I'm glad to be back.
When did you actually start? I mean, you were practicing before, right? Last season, kind of.
Last season, I actually had surgery, so I was out. That's why you didn't see me on the sidelines. I had surgery and I had to recover from a groin surgery.
At the end there, and how you feeling? Are you
I
ready?
feel amazing. I feel amazing. I feel blessed.
So the video game world wasn't a replacement for football for you?
That was never. That's silly.
But you're legendary.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as 90% of the team, they go home and play video games. The only difference is I turn on the camera when I do it. So.
What were your impressions of Coach Adai?
Coach Adai's a real one. You get the impression that he's here to work. You get the impression that he's here to build relationships, here to build character, here to build technique, and we all have the same goal. So you can appreciate a man who's about his work.
And what was that recovery process like? The surgery, I think it was also COVID and everything like that. What was
Mm-hmm.
that just like for you, both physically getting back, just emotionally, kind of, having to sit out the season, and just that was like for you?
I mean, of course, been through a lot of stuff, but it doesn't really matter. One day at a time mentality. One attacked it every day. I mean, it obviously was a tough process, but blocked out the outside noise, did my thing. You know what I'm saying, with the whole video games, coming in here, still learning, being ready to come back, and being able to. So when I come back day one, like day 3 in, I'm still rolling. You know what I mean?
Al, how comfortable do you feel in the star position now in Kevin Steele's defense?
So it's just like corner. So I go in that corner, and then when we call in the star position, it's just like nickel. I played nickel my freshman year. It's the same thing. It's just a matter of getting my feet wet again. And I made big leaps from day to day, thanks to Coach Adai, Coach Steele. I mean, at the end of the day, being able to study my playbook is easier to know football and just plug myself in anywhere.
You feel 100% now?
I feel blessed.
What type of culture is Mario Cristobal trying to establish here?
I mean, we're building our identity. We're definitely building our identity. We're definitely being comfortable in the chaos. Out there every day, just building the backbone to our defense every day. We go out there and we're attacking it, and we're building ourselves up.
What does he say he wants this defense to look like?
Definitely relentless, physical. I mean, that's the number one thing. We're going to be physical. I mean, a lot of defenses can, talk about it, but we're going to be physical.
What do you see out of DJ Ivy? He's been here for a while too. We talked to him today.
He came in with me.
Yeah.
DJ Ivey's, another guy, puts his head down, ignores the outside noise, and he's going to get better every day. I mean, that's simple as that. That's all you can ask for from a guy who's going to come in and just put conscious effort into leading, being neutral, and coming out and getting better every day.
How about James Williams? He's young, but
Mhm.
really he's kind of taking charge.
Exactly. So James Williams is a guy, he's close with my family, so I've known James Williams for a long time. So for me personally, he has a lot of pressure from me, I want him to speak. I want him to be that guy. I want, James Williams, Avante, I want everybody in the secondary to be that guy, to be able to just speak up and know what's going on and be able to, make adjustments. Just help build our identity so we all can be on one page.
How have you seen James kind of grow? He's been known for a long time, grow from, being, in high school, growing first year at UM into where he's at now.
Mentally, he's made huge leaps mentally. You know what I mean? Coming out of high school, a lot of kids, physical, you can be fast, you can do a lot of things, but knowing the game takes you to a different level. So I commend him for coming in since his freshman year and just taking in and listening. He's made huge leaps, and that's what's going to allow him to be vocal.
You being really good at football got you here, but you also do a good job at branding and social media. Do you talk to the younger guys about how important it is to be good at both?
Of course, I advocate for them all the time. So, I mean, that's one thing of it. At the end of the day, that feel is what's going to make us be able to brand ourselves. That feel, being in your playbook, being able to just build your identity on the field, because no one's going to listen to your story if you're not successful out there. At the end of the day, no one wants to hear your story. That's the harsh reality of it. So, at the end of the day, that comes first.
Now, does being away as long as you were make you appreciate being back that much more?
I've always appreciated the game. That's one thing about me. You can ask these coaches. I've always loved the game. I mean, any narrative that you see around me, it is what it is, but anybody in this building knows that I've always loved the game. I always come out here and give 110%. So being back and just spending that time away, I mean, if anything, it just allowed me to find myself more, but just kind of grow outside of the game. But this is my life, Football is a part of me, so.
Al, you've been playing a little bit in nickel throughout the practices. Can you talk about the different roles in the field that you expect to be playing throughout the season?
I'm a defensive back, so I coached Adai that immediately when I got here. I told him I'm a corner. I mean, that's what people see me best as, but I'm smart at the same time. So I can play corner, I can play nickel, I can play safety. If you want to put me in the box, I'll get in the box. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I told Coach Adai when he got here. I mean, I'm a cornerback, but I play defensive back.
Last question.
What have you made of some of the younger cornerbacks with Isaiah Duncan and Marcus Clark? What have you thought about their growth?
I respect them a lot. Every day if you look out there in that field, a lot of people don't talk about it, but Isaiah Dunson, Malik, they're out there every day. No one talks about stuff like that. They're out there every day trying to get better, trying to close that gap. They're competing. They want to play. They want to take that starting role, and that's how it should be.